Wow. Afternoon, YouTube.
Bash her up and you know, leave it up as a main shelter, just pretty much to the last thing you take down before you go. So now we can work underneath it, and if we do get a downpour, all of our kit and equipment still dry. That's the only real great advantage about having a big tarp. So here's my 3/4 length kind of Thermarest, and that goes inside my Gore-Tex bivy bag, and then my 4-season sleeping bag goes in on top of that. What this system does is it just ensures that you can't roll off of your sleeping pad in the middle of the night, you know, which anyone that's done a bit of camping in their youth has probably done. But really peachy system. The other thing the bag does, it keeps it all together, all dry, and designs out the possibility of losing stuff. The only thing I would say is, as a design fault, is this little kind of valve is at the sort of head end, you know, so in the middle of the night it is possible to sort of roll over and get this digging into your shoulder, whereas had they put it at the foot end, that obviously wouldn't have happened. But that's my only criticism, really. This 3/4 length pad has been really good and definitely does insulate you from the ground. Something like it, definitely worthwhile investment. So there's the tarp. You know, these truckers' hitches just keep it almost kind of drum skin tight. You know, you want a little bit of movement in it because of the wind, and you've got to bear in mind, because this is a cotton fabric, it will kind of expand and contract with the heat and the wet and the rain, you know, so don't put it up drum skin tight, because it may rip on you. But a little bit of movement in it, you know, but you want it tight enough so that obviously the rain doesn't gather on it. But homemade tarp, still working brilliantly. So this is the little layout that I chose to adopt. I've come into the woods really with a couple of Bergens and then a pack with all the Christmas goodies, the turkey and all the rest of it in it, and a little kind of belt order. But actually, as we go into next year, that little belt order, my Maxpedition belt order, is going to be my equipment of choice, and you'll be seeing a lot more of that next year. My little layout was pretty straightforward, really. The reason I put my packs either side of my bag was because there is a slight sort of roll downhill towards the stream, and that just ensured that I didn't sort of shuffle, you know, all the way to my kind of right as I was laying down, and sort of find myself rolling down the hill in the night. So the packs just give me something to bump into when I kind of rolled over and wriggled around in the night, just to make sure I was staying in the right place. But there's the kind of Gore-Tex bivy bag that I told you about. That wax cotton panel was just kind of wicking a bit of moisture from my breath. 4-season sleeping bag. Inside there I've got a 3/4 length Thermarest, and that's it really. Nothing else on the ground, just the Gore-Tex bivy bag, but it worked really well.
You're attending the annual Christmas dinner, let's say. This is the first one we've had. We've moved out into the field, lock, stock and barrel. Me and 3 good friends that you're going to recognise. Set up our fire pit, and the aim today is to cook you a full Christmas dinner. First thing that we've got to get going on is I bought the potbelly stove, and it's warming up nicely. Trying to keep it somewhere below 600 degrees. I don't really want to melt aluminium, but it's not exactly going to be, you know, the 185, 200 that we used to at home to cook the Christmas dinner. But as the potbelly stove heats up, so I'm going to be using it as an oven, I bought a beautiful kind of turkey crown. So it's got the stuffing and the bacon. This is basically a turkey without kind of the legs and the wings, but all of the kind of breast meat should be more than enough for the 4 of us. So I'm going to get this zipped open, put it in the oven, and I reckon it's going to take about 1.5 hours to 2 hours. So obviously the first thing that's going to go on. Some of the other guys are going to be doing the veg, and I'm sure they'll share that with you. And we're going to cook you a full, beautiful Christmas dinner in the field. Let's see how we get on. Wow, okay, so for the time of year it gets pretty dark pretty quick. We got in here about 1 o'clock, 1:30 I suppose, in the afternoon, and by about 4 o'clock it was starting to get quite dark. So the guys are in the 9x9 peeling vegetables and getting those ready to go on. The turkey is in, and we're ready to kind of lay the table and have a proper Christmas dinner. You know, what we did when we arrived is probably spent about 30 minutes, you know, carrying in equipment between the four of us. So we brought the 9x9 tent and that got put up. We've got table chairs, you know, all the kind of Christmas niceties that we've sort of dragged off into the woods, and we're going to have a kind of natural, you know, cooked in the field Christmas dinner, and hopefully it will be edible and we won't cremate it. But it was a off the top of the head kind of idea that we fancied all coming out into the field to see if we could actually cook a half decent Christmas dinner. So stay tuned. We're going to kind of get the lights out and go non-tack in a bit once the dinner's sort of somewhere near ready, and we'll share all that with you. So back soon. Okay, here we go. We've got the Christmas pud steaming. We've got some asparagus, some chestnuts, sausages in there, jackets, roast potatoes, parsnips, carrots, peas, and I think that's us. MOD's doing a bit of gravy, which will be lovely. Lone Wolf's bought the port to toast the Queen. So, ladies and gentlemen, dinner's served.
Should be yummy. Huh? Petty Powis. That'd be fucking good. He says slicing down.
So this is our turkey cooked in a potbelly stove, and like I said, it was just a sort of turkey crown, so it's got the stuffing in it, and it's a turkey basically minus the wings and the thighs, but wrapped in bacon, cooked in a potbelly stove. About 1 hour and 45 minutes it took, I suppose, and should be plenty there for the four of us.
Set down. I've just got to do something first if everyone doesn't mind. Take the silly light off.
What?
Take the fucking,
Oh yeah.
the light vision, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
Right, before we tuck into this amazing meal, what I'd like to do first, very very quickly, it's not going to be grace or anything like that, but if we could just do a minute silence and just we'll run with that.
I'll say grace.
Blessings.
No. Lord, thank you for this beautiful food that we have managed to prepare. Thank you for the strength in our arm, for the love in our hearts, and we ask you for the guidance to help us use these gifts wisely. Amen.
Amen.
Oh, mine's too hot.
So we're ready to tuck in, and it's absolutely
It's top drawer, man.
incredible.
Why now? It is.
Delicious.
Chum.
They do this in a hot can.
Yeah,
Where's
right.
it- where
It
can you-
don't take
where can you
4
buy
hours to
it?
cook though, does it?
Despite all the fun
Spot
along the
on.
way of cooking this,
We're now going to
it's
stuff
turned
our
out pretty
faces.
damn cool, isn't it, really?
Guess what this is?
I'm really surprised.
You have 12 chefs
Oh.
come round and cook your brilliant Christmas dinner. And they put it in a blender and then pour it in a can.
Yeah.
Charge you £12 for it. Nice work.
It is a bit of a what's the word?
Insane feat of engineering.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Oh wow.
It defies.
That's right, we can top up the
defies-
wine with all that same.
It defies
Share and
what you think we could really do. I mean, the only slight malfunction was the potatoes.
Come on,
wasn't it?
gentlemen.
Very cool.
Merry Christmas.
Cheers, chaps.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Cheers, chaps.
Happy prepping. Very nice. Tell you what will go nice with that. This was recommended by a good mate of mine over in New Zealand, Kylie. Knives and stuff. Oyster Bay Merlot from Hawke's Bay. Try this, man. It's lovely stuff.
Cranberry there, lads. Yeah. With some. What else? Sprouts come out all right. Oh, what? Mate, this has come out better than what I would have done if I roasted it at home. Right.
Bring your glass over, darling. I'll give you a top up. You want some, Rich? Yeah.
Do it.
Drink of wine.
Yeah, this is
Soft.
I'd like to see some Rat Pack do this. MRE. Christmas edition.
So was this turkey deboned and just all put together with the bones in it?
No, it was a crown, so it's the breast of the bird, really, minus the legs and the wings.
Oh right, must be a bloody big bird then.
Yeah, it would have been
Oh,
a
yeah.
very big turkey. It came with the stuffing and the bacon and comes all ready to rock and roll. At home,
Nice one, Cheryl.
you'd have taken about an hour and 35 minutes to do it. You know, so it's not like food, Christmas morning where you've got the
It's
turkey.
not rocket surgery, is it?
Or brain science.
Yeah.
Where's that spoonism effect?
Delicious. Not really bad.
Salute.
Cheers. See, if we were living in
For the wine.
Syria, we were living in Syria.
Some sort of routine.
Yeah, you know, so you get all that in the base, and thereafter,
Everyone else be quiet at the door.
you maintain and improve, don't you?
Only the situation in the room will dictate how long that takes to happen.
Yeah. Or if you can stay there at all,
Of course, yeah.
you may have to.
Mobiles are key, I think.
You may be busy running for your life.
That's what I could do a pair of fires like yours.
So Christmas pudding, brandy butter, cream doesn't get any better than that. Brilliant company, and like I say, all cooked in the field. This is really just us trying to say, you know, a big thank you for coming along and following us all for the year. You know, no one's more surprised than we are, and we really appreciate your kind of interest, your comments, and your involvement. So this Christmas dinner is as much for you as it is for us. So thank you very much, and tuck in.
Happy Christmas.
Happy
Cheers.
Queers.
Me dears.
This really is living the dream, guys.
Yep.
Yeah, all that
This
effort.
is it, guys. This is really cool. Taste the
I
brand.
knew I should have gone into a drive-through.
This is-
Mackie D's.
Turkey burger, mate. That's what we're doing.
It's even getting the fire in the background. Hey guys.
Cavoisier.
Delicious, isn't it?
Holy shit.
So whose pudding is this one?
That one's yours.
Anyone else don't want this? Oh, that was alcohol-y.
I love the way you can eat to
This
get
one.
drunk.
Yeah.
And I didn't put any extra in there, that's how it came. That's pretty impressive.
Where did you get it from?
Tesco's, they
Right.
do about 5 different types, all
Yeah.
different things in them. And this one had the most different things in, so I got
A rocket fuel in it.
yeah, that is mulled wine and Cavoisier stuff.
Cream. This cream's nice.
Beautiful.
Mulled spice, extra thick cream.
Oh, there's also something coming out of the cream as well.
Never read on the label, mate. It's lovely.
There's alcohol in that and all.
Cream.
It's rather moist.
Just the way we like it.
Of course, we actually cooked this ourselves. This is a homemade Christmas pudding.
Yeah, we went to.
Pinocchio.
Yeah.
That was perfect, gentlemen.
Yep.
Man, we got more wine, some good spirits, and some cigars here.
Lucky we went for the low calorie one. Leave a bit of room, you know. I mean, I've got a sweet tooth, but I could have eaten the whole thing when it came out of that pot, man. I was thinking, is that mine?
You've had to make room
You
for
did
that,
bring
you know what I
four.
mean? You couldn't get full up and not eat that. That'd be a dying shame.
Now you know how my poor wife feels to have to wake up to roll over and see me laying there every morning. Another beautiful night in the woods. A little delicate this morning from a couple of glasses of port, a couple of glasses of red wine, and some beautiful brandy. But the Christmas dinner was a real success, and now we've got to kind of get our act together, strike the camp and get out. And obviously we've bought the kitchen sink with us pretty much, so there's 2 or 3 trips to get all the kit stripped out, get back to the truck. 8:28 now, so really got to get up sort of 9 o'clock, gives us a good few hours to sort of get back to various parts of the country where we've all come from. Okay, so we're waking up in this beautiful little bit of woodland. Thing about kind of British woodland really this time of year is that the leaves in the canopy have gone, so when it rains it just kind of tears through the trees, and early hours of the morning it really did rain quite heavily, so the wax cotton tarp that I made is holding up really well. That didn't leak at all. The wax cotton panel that I put into my Gore-Tex bivvy bag, something I didn't realise is as I've kind of got inside it now and kind of pulling it over my head in my 4-season sleeping bag, is that the inside of the wax cotton panel just wicks with moisture from my breath, you know. So I guess it's the kind of old. If you're going to use a bivvy bag, then what you've got to do is try and ensure that there's a big enough gap, you know, so that as you breathe through the night, and what you're talking about is, you know, 6 hours plus of the kind of moisture in your breath building up inside the bag. Yeah, just to make sure that I don't pull it over my face in the night, you know, perhaps if my head's getting cold sort of thing. That just will ensure that it won't wick and there won't be that moisture in the outer bag. But Yeah, good night. My 3/4 length Thermarest is inside my bag along with my 4 season sleeping bag. I had a lovely night, you know, especially with a couple of lovely glasses of port inside me, so floated off a treat. One of the guys is working today at 3 o'clock, so we've got to be sort of up and out. Because of the rain, Funky's put a couple of his kind of fire dragons on the fire pit, and he's going to crack on with a bit of breakfast. My little system seemed to work for me in that what I do is, you know, kind of last light, or as it got dark last night, I boiled up a litre of water in the edge of the fire and put it in a flask, made a flask of soup. So what I've done this morning is literally sort of been able to get up and crack the flask open, and that gives me a couple of cups of nice warm hot drink inside me to crack on with striking camp, you know, getting moving, which is what's required of us now. So I'm going to start to strike the camp. As you can see, I left my camera in the big kind of 9x9 tent last night, and there seems to be a little bit of moisture that's got into it, and it's on the inside of the primary lens, so apologies for the picture quality. But I think we achieved our aim. You know, we moved into the woods, the 4 of us. We did bring an awful lot of equipment, but we've showed you that you can cook yourself a beautiful Christmas dinner on an open fire pretty much anywhere in the world. You know, just because you haven't got the amenities of home doesn't mean that you can't survive really well, you know. So at my end, kind of all good, nothing bad. I'm going to crack on and strike this camp down, and hopefully when I'm all packed up, I'll share the trip out with you. But if you're out there and you're watching this, Merry Christmas. Hope all of yourselves and your families get what they wanted for Christmas. And I'll take a leaf out of my father's book. I used to ask my father every Christmas what he wanted, and every year he asked for the same thing: health and happiness. And he'd say to me, son, if you got that, you don't need anything else. Merry Christmas.
Wow, that's cool.
Can you see it?
Yeah, it's all good.
Nothing bad.
2 sets of booze in
Wow,
there.
so we finally got Christmas pudding and brandy butter.
Oh, bollocks.
Hey!
Just do that again.
And watch out for the earthquake.
Right, hold on a moment. Let's try this again.
Turn the light
Right.
up on we speak, sorry.
No,
Oh, the brightness of it, mate, sorry.
All right.
There's a power.
make us blind. Other way.
Right.
Okay.
Is that low? Is that high?
Yes.
Right.
That's
That's
okay,
it.
maybe
That's
that
it.
is
Is that okay?
That's brilliant. Yeah.
Right. Okay.